Willie D Live.
It's Willie D, y'all, back with another episode of information and instructions to help you navigate through this wild, crazy, beautiful world. In the studio,
Woo!
Jazze Faye.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Jazzy Fizzle production. Willie!
Jazz, hey, listen,
Willie, man.
Check this out, man.
Yes, sir.
You've always brought fun, flair, and flavor to the game. This is something I've always wanted to know about you.
Okay.
Is how do you stay so joyful in an industry that's so cold?
Man, I grew up in this game, bro. I grew up in this game. So, I come from, my dad is one of the Barcades, the original Barcades. You know what I'm saying? My mom, when she divorced my pop at when I was 4 years old. And my grandmother lived in LA. So she moved to LA with her because she was a background singer and she wanted to do things and she just wanted to get away from Memphis, Tennessee. So we moved to LA. So we moved to LA, man. She put me in the church. She had me around people that were doing things in the community. She knew I could sing a little bit. And I was just always around positivity, man. Always around positivity. I always taught to be grateful. I always taught to be thankful. I always taught to be joyful and appreciate the day that tomorrow is not promised and you should be happy. You know what I'm saying? And the greatest thing in the world is to bring somebody else some joy. You know what I mean? And the next best thing to existing is coexisting. You feel me? So to wake up in the morning, man, is a gift, man. I think a lot of people take it, for granted. We start getting older and we start looking at our yearbooks and we listen. Us, me and you, you know what I'm saying? Because we get older, you know what I'm saying? Some people dying and people that can't find their way, people lost, and you know what I mean? It's just, you have to always look at the less fortunate. And I'm just happy that God saw fit to have me, on the wake up list and have me blessed and feed my family and doing the things. Like, it's like second nature, bro. It's like we wake up and live a life, bro, that people wouldn't even imagine sometimes. And they, it's just, even without it, I was always joyful. I was always joyful because my mom worked hard to provide me a life. My dad didn't give us everything. You know what I mean? We had to work for it. He didn't give me everything, but he set me up. You know what I'm saying? He set me up and I had to go in there and get it. And I knew that I could get more with a smile. You know what I'm saying?
Did that create any type of conflict between your mom and dad, with your mom giving you everything and dad saying, now you got to work for everything?
No, well, my mom didn't give me everything.
Well, I thought you said your mom gave you everything.
I mean, as far as not all tangible things like, well, when I was a child, yes, when I couldn't do for myself. Right. But, I left home at 17 years old. I left home at 17 years old because my mom had rules. And I was starting to get into hip hop. That means, it's parties. That means it's, you up later at night, you know what I mean? You starting to indulge or start smoking a little weed or whatever and drink a little bit and hanging out with girls, you know what I'm saying? So, but up until that point, my mom took care of everything. She put it on her back, you know what I'm saying? So, but after that, I ain't never went back home since 17.
What type of man was your dad?
A traveling man. My dad was a traveling man, entertainer. Rolling Stone. My pop's a Rolling Stone.
Barcades, right?
The Barcade, leader of the Barcades.
Yeah.
He came from Otis Redding. When you hear Jay-Z and Kanye, please, gotcha, nah. That's my daddy playing the bass.
Wow.
When you hear, who is the man that's like, do-do-do, that's my daddy playing the bass.
Got it.
So when you go listen to go to YouTube and pull up Try a Little Tenderness, that man standing right there playing the bass is my daddy. Try a Little Tenderness. That's my pop. And then you go forward and you talk about the Barcades, you talking about Hit and Run just for fun. You talk about, y'all could go and do the Beastie Boys, Dr. Dre, some of everybody, man, that sampled the Barcades. Eazy-E, everybody has sampled the Barcades. I'm sure y'all probably sampled some Barcades.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
absolutely. Yeah.
Imagine me being on the Funk Fest with George Clinton, Rick James, Cameo, Shalimar, DeBarge. No, not even DeBarge at the time. Switch.
Ooh, man.
Come on now.
What, man, wasn't Switch like one of the greatest underestimated
Yeah.
groups?
So, hey, that was the first time as a kid I could relate to them saying pretty motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they would be backstage talking about, yeah, them pretty motherfuckers. Because you know them niggas had long hair.
Yeah.
Them niggas would be backstage with rollers in their hair. Niggas. Them niggas were some players.
Yeah.
And they had all the bad ones.
Yeah.
I remember, man, I'm talking about 5'11s and, you know what I'm saying? You be like back there like, oh my God, I just saw my wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can't get to him, boy. Bobby DeBarge and them had it locked down backstage, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, Twitch, man. I mean, Switch.
Switch
Was like, you hear that music, Jay? I was listening to There Never Be the other day, man.
I'm not
And I was
worried
like,
about a doggone thing.
man.
Take anything
Beautiful.
you bring.
Beautiful music.
Niggas don't even sing like that no more.
Beautiful music. Man, being one of the trailblazers in the production world, how do you see today's producers? Do you see them like trying to build a legacy, or are they chasing the moment?
There's some of them building a legacy. I could say somebody like Zaytoven, Metro Boomin. There's some of these cats building. Drummer Boy. Drummer Boy is like in between. Drummer Boy is in between being a youngin'. You know what I'm saying?
Sean Garrett.
Yeah. Sean Garrett, writer, super writer.
Yeah.
You know, Sean Garrett wrote me my first big international hit, Goodies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
So,
I want to talk about that too.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, you know, I think there's a lot of cats out here that don't really know what building a legacy is. I think they're just going, man. They're just going, and as they go, they're beginning to learn. You know, you develop some kind of skin when you deal with this game, because most of the young producers are go between. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, if I get you over here on this, then you know I got to get production for that, because I'm taking you to L.A. Reid, or I'm taking you to Arista Records, or wherever I'm taking you to. So they develop this thing, and then they learn from experience. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So the answer to your question is, I think it's a learning curve. I mean, it's just like, it's not the same. I don't think it's that many people listening to OGs. I think a lot of the youngins are really like, you know, yeah, you old, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, old niggas this, you know what I mean? But the wise ones, they know.
Yeah. And when you think about the wise ones, if you think about all of these guys that you just named, all of them have a strong connection to the artists who came before them.
Mm-hmm.
They know their history.
Yeah.
That's one of the big differences, man.
Yeah. So when I walk into the room, they you know, they turn up. You know what I'm saying? Even Sonny Digital, even Honorable C Note, a lot of these cats out here, it's so many of them, you know, start getting in my head.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that the game is you know, it's like it is, because it's still all about the cream. It's something, and I don't mean the cash rules, I mean the cream rising to the top.
Yeah.
Because the best of it always gonna be around the top. Look at Metro Boomin. He up there working with the Weeknd. You know what I'm saying? Weeknd selling out stadiums. You know what I'm saying? But you look at like Metro as a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? But see, though, that's a focal point for a lot of young cats to look at. So that's aspiration, that's inspiration. You know what I'm saying? So people like Metro Boomin make the future look brighter. People like Zaytoven. All Zaytoven do is collaborate. You know what I'm saying? He made the collaboration. He's one of the ones that made the collaboration lucrative. You know what I'm saying? In the producer world. Because they're like, I'm doing this with this. I'm doing this with this person. I'm doing this with that person. I'm doing a whole mixtape with them. Oh. It got smart. And then you see people like Supreme. When it was hard to sell Gucci, Gucci said, dang, we can't sell Gucci for this much. But if we go with Supreme, we can. So now we take Supreme Gucci, and then we can sell it for cheaper. Well, really, the shit don't cost that much no way.
Let's talk about your
You just
style.
using the
bro.
name. Yeah.
Let's talk about your style.
My style.
Yeah, you know, is that something that you inherited from your father, or is that something that you just, you know, you picked up along the way and you said,
See,
I
style
wanna
is a
do
big
like
word,
this?
though. When you say style, what you mean?
your flair, your touch, how you do it,
Okay.
that Jazze Faye thing.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Because every time you look like a star. I don't look like a star, you know what I'm saying? I just look like a plain old dude. I mix in the crowd real good, I can disappear in the crowd. But you stand out, like you look like a celebrity. You look like a star.
I think it comes from being around it. I think a great moment. I was backstage, right?
Mhm.
We were at the Long Beach Arena. We were at the Long Beach Arena, and I think the Barcades were playing, but they had a lot of, this was around the time when things were changing. Run DMC was hot.
Mhm.
So Run DMC was up performing, so was Fresh Prince, and so was Run DMC for LL Cool J. We backstage, and we in LA. So it's like there's no West Coast guys on there. Lonzo and all of these guys was in the back, like, hey man, we got this cat, man, Easy E. Say, man, if they had a U-Haul truck and they had all their stuff ready in the background. So my pops, he was the leader of the group. So he said, man, you let us come on and I'll do our hit, man. We got a hit record. I think they had Toddy T with them or somebody like that. We way back now. I was a kid. Mm-hmm. So I think he had brought Easy E and had Easy E come out there and perform and got a crazy response than all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because that was cultural. That was LA. You know what I'm saying? And they've been hearing the songs on the radio. I can't even remember what song he did. He might have did Fat Girl on My Jock or something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's Easy E. You know what I'm saying? So those kind of moments, like, you be like, wow. But I was backstage. Jam Master Jay was the style in Run DMC. Jam Master Jay said, hey, I'm going to take this sweatsuit and I'm going to put it with a leather jacket. A sweatsuit with a leather jacket, and then take the laces out the shoes, put the hat on, put these big glasses, these very glasses. These Run DMC. DMC wore these glasses. He wore these glasses. I have these on. These are CeeLos right here.
Oh no, you mean the exact glasses?
No,
glasses
like this frame, this type of frame.
Okay.
So this right here is a staple in hip hop.
Yeah.
I wanted these. I didn't have these glasses back then, but I wanted some. I was like, I want to look like them. When I saw Jam Master Jay, I knew he was the man. When I saw Michael Bivins, who put together the whole the vibe, the vibrato that you see on New Edition, on BBD. When you see BBD, you see that look, that superstar, because that's Michael Bivins. Mm-hmm. I was always gravitating to those guys. Levert, I gravitated to Gerald, because Gerald was the one that had the style. I come from the time, me and you, we come from the time where they say, I see guy on Soul Train. First thing we used to ask was, what them niggas have on? What they have on? Remember them days?
I remember.
Like, they don't ask that no more. They be like, what them niggas have on? I come from that. So it really doesn't change. Like the bell bottoms, that was back in the day. Now I got flare pants on right now. 5 years ago, you look crazy wearing bell bottoms because everybody was wearing the other cut, but it's all the process. It's all the process, and it's a cycle. It's a cycle. But I was always into style, always into how it looks. Thus stay tuned for Frost Originals, because I just got down with a young cat in LA that we doing a clothing line, so it's gonna be the next one. I mean, I know,
at liberty to say
for the urban people, man, like the next Damon John, the next Carl Kanai, you know what I'm saying? The next Dapper Dan. Yeah, my boy Marcus, yeah, he called.
Are you at liberty to say the name?
What?
The
Frost Originals.
Frost Originals.
Yep.
Okay.
And also my other line that's gonna be a more exclusive line, more like kind of like a Superfly, exclusive thing, is Alexander Berg. That's me.
Look, man, when y'all make those pants, can y'all make something with some room in it for a black man?
I don't wear them skinny jeans.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm talking about some room, man. Some I'm tired of going in these. You look at the pants from a distance and they look cool. Then you go in and try to, you go grab your size, and you go in the damn dressing room and you in that motherfucker doing this here.
Hey, Willie, listen, you ain't gonna have that problem with me.
Man.
I'm a big boy. I do not I do not need nothing tight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a wide open market, man.
Yeah.
Like I wish I could just like teleport myself to an assembly line while they making the pants. Don't be making them damn pants so damn tight, man. What the hell is wrong with you? You know?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, man.
I feel the same way. That's why I jumped in the game. Because we got to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got to do something different. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what did you purchase with the first big piece of money that you got? What was the first big piece of? What was the first?
Well, my mom
first
already
big
had a
purchase?
house, and she was happy with that. And she had just got married, you know. And I think I bought her a car. I bought my mom a car and gave her some money.
You bought your mom a car before you bought yourself a car.
Around the same time. I think I bought mine first because she had a car.
Okay.
But I already had a car too. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a great manager. I had a dope manager that was like, nigga, if you going to pull up on people like Slick Rick and Outkast and all of them, you need this. It was a 4.6 Range Rover. You know what I'm saying? He gave it to me.
Man, you had how new was it?
I mean, no matter how new it was, it wasn't
a
that old.
Range,
Wasn't that old. Them niggas, they was making money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They was getting money. Noontime. Noonie from Noontime. Noonie gave me that car. He gave me that truck. I always loved his truck. And he was like, that's your truck. I was like, I know you give me to get something. I loved it. I loved that truck.
Yeah.
I loved it. You know what I mean? Took care of it. Yeah.
Did it take care of you though? Because I had my Range didn't take care of me. It looked good.
It fizzled out, but you know what I'm saying? You know, we was moving at that time. We was having shit. So, you know, we was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back then, that's when production was different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Around that time, that's when like niggas was getting 60, 70,000 on a whim. You know what I mean? I was getting 30, 40 from an independent in the bag. You know what I'm saying?
That type of bread. What's the biggest payday you ever had?
Probably with the Step Up movie with Ciara. We did it's between that and Rush Hour. Rush Hour area codes. So a lot of people don't know about area codes. I got hoes in different area. That's me singing. Cause that a lot of people didn't know that I produced that record because I didn't. It's not no, ladies and gentlemen, there's not none of that on the record. But with that record, what I didn't understand was Jackie Chan at the time was a new star over in his country, and the prime minister, I guess he got on TV or whatever he does, and told everybody to go see that movie. That's why the movie was such a blockbuster overseas, you know. But with that being said, that song was in the commercial. Remember they were rocking back and forth? Him and Chris Tucker was rocking back and forth, and he was telling them, hey man, you can't be listening to that, man. This is what you need to listen to. And he played the song, it was area codes on the trailer. So we got paid for that. We got paid for, and the song was in the movie and all of that. So when they sent us the check, I thought I had got everybody's check. I'm like, wait a minute, I said, did y'all niggas get y'all money? You know what I'm saying? Because this check right here is crazy. I can tell you how much it was. It was a lot.
I mean, you already, taxes and all that
stuff.
Oh, yeah. How much?
It don't matter. Folks be,
kind of bread.
I don't like to talk numbers, man.
Man, we trying to inspire people, man. What's the number one?
They can be inspired.
Kind of.
I got other ways to inspire people. Everybody use money, man. I don't need money to inspire people. All I need to do is walk in the room and start talking. They gonna get inspired. They know. And if they smell me, they gonna know it's rich.
Yeah. I tell you what, let's put it like this. What's something that money could never buy that you value now more than you did 10 years ago?
Happiness. Peace. Joy. Contentment.
Yeah. How does that work when you run into a wall and you're dating a woman that you're really, really feeling? You really like her.
What you mean?
Let's say you're in a relationship, man, and you got your heart into it, you invested, and now you hit a wall. All of a sudden, it ain't peaceful no more. How do you deal with that?
When it's not peaceful anymore?
Yeah,
man. One thing about it is, before I even go to that point where it's not peaceful anymore, um, I try to make friends, with a young lady, so that I know that if this doesn't work, that we're this close, that we can still be friends.
hmm
Possibly, of course, it don't always work like that. But everybody I've been in, long lasting relationships with, I'm still cool with them. I can still go back and say, "Hey, shawty, you know what I'm saying? Let's go have some sushi." No, I want to do it by myself. You can do it with you, or it's a new movie out. You know what I mean? But I think it is. I think friendship is important, and a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people don't do that. They don't really care. They just care about, what I'm saying, Junior down there. You know what I mean? But and that was a point, what I did too. But I had to learn over time that, making friends, man, is gonna be the best thing, for the long run. Because you might need somebody, you might be laying on the floor somewhere. You need somebody that you can call, and get you up off of it.
yeah, yeah. I always found it strange that people can be in long-term relationships, even sometimes have kids, and when the relationship reaches an end, they become the worst enemies. Like, how do you lie next to a person for years and you wake up one day and you hate this person beyond any type of hate that you could muster?
You never got to know that person. You didn't know who they were. They said something about the heart test, right? And the doctor said, you know what? I'm gonna test your heart. But first, I got to check your blood pressure because I'm gonna have to stress your heart. So that's the only way I'm going to be able to really test it. So you can't test the heart until you stress the heart. So once you go in there and stress that heart, you got to know and go when you got to. That's why it takes some time. That's why you see people in a relationship for 10 years. Because dude just does not, he ain't sure. If he takes 10 years, he's not sure. And it probably ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
I think 10 years these days, I think 10 years is about what you need, man, to figure
Really?
it out. Man, look, man.
Hey, I don't disagree because I ain't married yet.
Yeah,
I ain't never been married. So
just say, you'll have people that say, nah, man, if he don't know in 10, he don't know in a year.
And he be on and off too.
You don't know.
He be on and off. You be like, man, you know what? You the one, shawty.
Look, I just believe that you have to take your time to learn a person, and a person can be slick for a year or two or three or whatever. A person, like, you have to see, like, you have to go through different things
Agreed.
all types of different things. You got to go through, the ups and the downs. Having money and money not being so good.
Yeah.
Death. You have to see how this person responds to rejection, how this person responds to disappointment.
All of that.
Because a lot of people can get a good streak. You can get a good streak for a few months, a few years, and everything is going good. Then all of a sudden, when things are going bad or something happens, maybe it's going bad for you or it's going bad for them, and they have no coping skills. So a great example is the pandemic. A lot of marriages, a lot of divorces happened after the pandemic because
Right.
people realized that I don't really know this damn person, because you're forced to live with each other now and see each other on a daily basis.
Right.
And if you're in a relationship and you're not happy when you come home, you're in the wrong relationship. I'm on the road now. I can't wait to get back to the crib to see my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Where's she at? She
in Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm happy to walk through the door.
Man.
Like, if you're not that, you're in the wrong relationship, and there's so many people, they don't want to go home. It's like, shit, man.
What?
They don't want to go home. They want to be everywhere but home.
Even when I was in a relationship with mother of my child, I was always the king of my castle. You know what I'm saying? And we just made the decision to not do it anymore. You know what I mean? And we still friends to this day.
Yeah.
We like this. We like this. Did Corey know, right? Tammy? When we tight, boy. She's my biggest cheerleader because I did not disrespect her. I didn't. I just we just hey, listen, it's not gonna work. Okay, let's figure it out for the baby girl and let's do that. She just graduated. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And people be like, once she graduated, it's over. No, it ain't.
Right.
It's just a new beginning. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like, you know, I done got rid of her. She's 18 now. No, we all still down. It's the greatest thing in the world.
Man, I heard a dude one day say on the phone to his daughter, "You 18 now. I did my goddamn job. Don't call me for no money."
Right.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
I know something that stopped before that. Ain't never did it.
Exactly. Yeah,
Worse than that. He did better than a whole lot of people doing.
Wow.
Because I know a lot of folks. I got people now, man. I got so many kids. And they not mine.
Yeah.
But you know, I love these people. For whatever reason, God put certain people on the earth for these children. You know what I'm saying? So be it. You know what I mean? These kids, they innocent, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and they deserve a fair chance. You know, it is what it is.
So, are you mentoring any kids? You know anything like that?
Man, the ones I.
That's enough, right there, huh?
Yeah,
you got
all the time.
You got your hands full
all the time.
Yeah,
yeah, all the time, bro. It's like it's not really like a program that I go to or anything like that, but it's just like I got so many. You know what I'm saying? I got 14,000 contacts on my phone. I mean, you know what I mean? And I know these people. And I ain't gonna say I know them all, but you know, I know most of them.
Yeah.
You know, and I was looking at my Instagram the other day, and I was like, you know, back when it was like, remember like a follow for a follow, like you follow me, I'll follow you back.
Yeah.
I went in and, you know, over time, you know, you erasing people, getting them out of there. And I went through my Instagram, I was looking for people to delete. I was like, damn, we know a lot of people. I was like, dang, 7,500 people. I really, like, I'm trying to erase somebody out of the Instagram. I'm like, I know this person. If I erase it, they're going to take it personal. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I mean? But it's crazy, like, over time, how many people we see and how many people we touch. And it's like Magic Johnson, like, it's like a no-look pass. It's like, but that's where your blessings come from.
You say you got 14,000 contacts. I got 7,000. I thought I had a lot.
Nah, so 14,000. And that was in 2023. That was the last time I checked the number. So I know it's more than that.
I just checked about a couple of weeks ago. I thought I was closer to 5 and it was 7. But have there been any what do you do with contacts once people pass on, when they transition? What do you do with those?
I keep them.
Okay.
I keep them.
Yeah.
I go back because I want to look at the text messages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And just reminisce. I might want to play a song. Yeah. I might want to. I was just looking at Dolph contact the other day. Because we were supposed to work, we never had a chance to work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna call his wife and we're gonna get some music and we're gonna do some stuff. But I was looking at it and I was just thinking, I was like, man, you know, like what a life to take. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from Memphis. Yeah. You know, and you don't really know the impact of somebody, not on the music level, but just on a personal level. Because he's from Castalia. We're from South Memphis. That's like, you know what I mean? That's like neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So just to talk to people and see, you know, what impact he had on the community. Man, one time, man, Dolph came over here, man, gave me $100. You know what I'm saying? Dude stand up there with like a whole teeth in his mouth, not a reason for the common person to give him anything, some would say. But, you know, he's like, man, came over here, he said he gave everybody $100. Everybody. He said, how many people's out there? Like 25 of them. He said, man, he just handing out $100. So they didn't have no more on his project.
What's your most memorable moment with Dolph?
I think the first day I met him, because shout out to Drummer Boy, because Drummer introduced me to him. We were 11th Street Studios, and they were working on something. And Drum was in there, and Dolph, you know, he had a lot going on. Phone just going. He said, hey, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that show. He on the phone. He said, "Hey, I don't know if we're gonna be on the show. Hold on 1 second. I got a legend in front of me." He said that. It was back then. So he hung up. He said, "Man, listen, bro, because him and my dad like are really tight. Because his auntie is like a super duper Barcades fan. You know, they from Memphis, so you know the Barcades. You know, said, man, your pop, man. He said, went into this thing about my pop. He said, man, your pop, and the way his eyes lit up, talking about my daddy, and I'm a fan of this man. You know what I'm saying? On some, not even on the music shit, because I didn't really know his music like that. I knew some of it, but I didn't know like the deep, the deep dive off, all of the, all of the beginnings. But the fact that my dad loved this dude and the way he loved my pop, how it was reciprocal with them, and how excited he was to be able to get his auntie to my pop, and them now they being friends, that was amazing. Because my pop had sent me the pictures, but for him to connect the story and to show the excitement, that was magic for me. You know what I'm saying? Because my pop, he always helping people, man. And for that to come back for him, that was just beautiful.
When you found out Dolph was dead, that he was murdered, what's your reaction? Where are you?
I literally, I was at the crib, and I just laid down on my back. I turned off everything in the house and just laid down on my back and just, just looked straight at the ceiling, man. I don't know how long it was. I mean, it was just, I couldn't believe it, bro. Because we had just been texting, like, so it's just like it's so misdirected, misconstrued energy, you know what I mean? And if you could just rewind the hands of time, it's just, and people just see how stupid, beef is, you know what I'm saying? And the reason for it. Like, what's the reason? Like, what's the purpose? Like, what's the purpose? You know what I mean? So of somebody, I just felt so empty, you know what I mean? I didn't know how to feel. You feel mad. You want to say, you want to go online, you want to say something, you want to, you know what I mean? But then you don't want people to start feeling malice, you know what I'm saying? Because people got love, so they be vengeful sometimes, But I didn't really know how to feel, man. It was confusing for me. It was hard.
Did you feel the energy shift when that happened?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's crazy because I had to go to Memphis not long, after that. And it's crazy. I was headed to the memorial site, and one of my boys called me. He from Cascade. He said, "Hey, don't go over there by the memorial site over there by there because some such is over there and da 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 da." And they kind of looking out for people who going to grieve him. It's like, huh?
So they want to hurt people. I
don't know what they wanted to do, but it was like a warning in his voice. He was like, don't. He said, I know you in the town, but don't go over there. I'm like, what? I'm on my way over there. But I was like, this guy,
went in another direction.
Yeah,
Yeah. So how often do you go to Memphis these days?
Whenever I need to. Not very often.
Good.
My pops is
most
not
of
here
your
so
family
much.
still there?
No.
Everybody getting out.
Most of them are gone. You know what I'm saying? Most of them have left or either passed away.
So now when you think about Memphis, when you think of it, do you think, are you, just to be frank, are you afraid when you go to Memphis, or you just decide that I'm going?
No, not at all. I hang out with grown folks. You know what I'm saying? So I really, for the most part, I'm over here. I'm over here just kicking it with my family, with people who I love, and shout out to Boo Mitchell. Shout out to a lot of the people that are in Memphis, like my pop. We all just hang out and do things that we love in the town. You know what I'm saying? And that's about it. We just hang out together. We just hang out with family, and we be on the rooftops. You know what I'm saying? Where folk got a whole lot of sense. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm 50 plus. I ain't hanging out with no ignorant folk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the key, right?
Yeah.
because you resemble who you assemble.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I'm not looking for it. I'm not in no clubs. I ain't doing none of that.
Man, what was Ciara like when she was younger? Like working with her when you first discovered her. What was that entire uh, movement like?
Man, Cece was like just a ball of energy, man. Just curiosity. You know what I'm saying? She was just so curious about like what I think what she would be. I mean, she was like she was in love with Janet Jackson. She was in love with performing Michael Jackson. She you know, if you I don't know if you ever seen her dance like Michael
I seen
Jackson.
it.
Have you seen her?
Yeah.
But she could really anything she saw, she could embody it. You know what I mean? And then she would put her spin on whatever. And I was like, wow. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about like, she could lock into it quick. You know, she was just when I met her, she was in a group called Hearsay. It was three of them. But my partner, TA, he told me, he said, hey, old girl right there. I was like, you ain't got to tell me. She was on the left. The other girl was in the middle. And the girl was in the middle. Her daddy was managing the group. I guess he thought she was the Beyonce of the group or whatever.
Right.
Whatever. So Cece, I'm like, mm-hmm. So he's like, we're gonna work on that. So we didn't say anything to them. Pulled her to the side and was like, hey, look. She's like, yeah, I want to do this, do that. And I was like talking to her. I was like,
She was only like what,
I could
18
tell
or something?
she was 17. She was 17 at the time. She hadn't graduated from high school yet. You know, she was just full of fire, ready to go. She kicked it with me while I was over at Dallas Austin studio at Dart. I think the first 3 days, we didn't even sing no songs or nothing. We just play music in the lobby and just kick it. We just hang out. And she would just dance. I was like, listen, you got to stop dancing like that because, you know, a lot of grown men around here. She was too young. You know what I'm saying? Because she was dancing sexy. You know, they dancing, they twerking, they popping. I mean, she don't think nothing of it. I'm like, hey, but I see how they looking. I'm being Papa over here right now in the studio.
I'm like, who she with?
Yeah, right. No, no. You know what I'm saying? So the first day I got her in the studio, we came up with a record. Second day, we came up with a record. Third day, every one of those records ended up being on the album. So it just kind of let me know the chemistry that we had. I took time to lock in that chemistry. Once again, becoming friends first. It's a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We're becoming friends first, learning each other. Of course, you know, we parted ways, but that didn't really have nothing to do with Jazze Faye. Mm-hmm. It was more so my management. She wanted me to leave my management. And I was doing a lot of things with my management. And it's like, yeah, it's not something that you could just come and say, leave your management and come with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, where we going? You know what I mean? So, but she was always a great person, man. She's always a beautiful person and just full of energy and ready to figure it out and turn up.
So what's your response when you hear people saying negative things about her and her husband? Mainly her husband. They like to come at
Man, come on, man. Negativity? I ain't got nothing for that because they don't know them. They don't know them like they know them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So people just, you know, the internet world and all of those are the turtles, man. All those people in the comments, they're the turtles.
Break it down, turtle.
The turtles, we're the giraffes, right? We the giraffes.
Okay. The
turtles and the giraffes, we live in the same place. We take up the same in the jungle or wherever you might be, right? Mm-hmm. But you'll never see the turtle talking to the giraffe. The giraffe eats from the tops of the trees. Mm-hmm. The turtle eats on the level that he sees. If the turtle can't see nothing but trash and grass, that's what he gonna eat. But me, I'm gonna eat fresh fruit. Right when at the point of ripeness, I can nibble on a little bit. Ooh, that's a good one. Eat that. We're eating from the tops of the trees, lobster tails, whatever you're eating, whatever you're eating is filet mignon. They eating top ramen noodles. Ain't nothing wrong with ramen noodles and all of that, but
Yes,
that's
it
like the
is.
top. I'm
Yes,
just,
that shit got 900,000
but I'm
grams of sodium.
exactly, exactly. We over here eating from Chef Dubois, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
or whoever it is, Chef Bay or whatever. So I'm saying that with being a giraffe, if you lower your perspective, you're going to sacrifice your whole being. If the giraffe has a 20-pound heart, a 20-pound heart, and it's got to pump blood up a 9-foot neck. If a giraffe comes down to talk to a turtle for too long, he will pass out.
Yeah. Huh.
He will pass out. So what the hell you doing talking to turtles?
Yeah, you uncivilized mud turtles.
Yeah.
I'm going to put an addendum to that uncivilized mud.
Man.
Uncivilized mud turtles.
It's like, man, you're talking to a certain people, man. And I was talking to a magazine before, and they were like, man, listen, man, the comments, I didn't think over on your magazine, they like me. I said, she said in the comments, she said, oh, Jazze, it's like about some fortune money type thing. Mm-hmm. She said, the comment people aren't your people. The comment people don't have time for the comments. The views are a lot of views. A lot of the people watching the views, they don't have time to comment. They're just taking it in, and then they keep on moving. They don't have time. The views, your people are in the views, the people that see it. It's not the people that have time to ingest and regurgitate bullshit. Them aren't your people. Those are the turtles. Be the giraffe. Eat from the tops of the trees and keep it moving, baby. A giraffe can see for miles.
So now when you post something on Instagram, people in the comments going to be like, yeah, Jazze Fake called me a turtle.
Well, if that's how you feel, then that's what it is. Hello. A hit dog gonna holler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is more of a shoe fit wear.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead on wear that shoe.
Yeah. You need those comments, though. Comments represent engagement better than views do. Did you know that?
That's cool.
Yeah. When companies are looking at, your analytics, a big part of it is the comments and shares.
Right.
That's where, that's
well, you have to go where the comments are. They really mean something. Like when I go to Yelp, and I'm finna go to a great restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You can actually see what the comments are saying, but you can always also go and see what the commenter is saying, is doing. Uh-huh. It's like, oh, he's highly recommended over here at Yelp. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what he got to say might mean something.
Yeah.
So if he says something about root Chris, stuffed mushroom, they must be good.
What's been so good, man? What's been the coolest thing about what you do? Like we were talking earlier, and you were saying something about how this life that we have is just it's a blessing.
Yeah.
What about that blessing that you take most seriously?
Man, always kind of you have to adjust when you walk into the room when you're having a bad day. And always be faithful to know that that day can turn into a good day or a great day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, when I meet people, I never take for granted like that they might be going through something, that they might be having something at home or whatever. When they come in and they meet me, I'm gonna treat everybody the same. Same thing with the janitor as the president. Everybody's the same. Everybody's the same. Who's to say the janitor didn't used to be a president? So I try to, and never know what can enlighten someone and push them to go forward. I love to see people and watch their eyes light up. If I'm in the Lenox Mall or somewhere like that, or even if I'm at a function, I might be with Chris Brown. Them people know they can't meet Chris Brown. I can grab my boy Vaughn and be like, boom, come on, let's go in the crowd. Because I know these people can't touch him. but I know people need something. People need something. You can feel it. You go out there and just give them people, just let them touch you. Just, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna do nothing. It's gonna be all right. Because God is with us first. You know what I'm saying? So we out here. You know what I mean?
Because you are so approachable and you
Mhm.
are a nice guy, you
Mhm.
are a good guy,
Mhm.
you are a jovial guy.
Yes.
How do you respond when people take that that who you are, the essence of who you are, for granted, or they think it's a joke? Like when you are serious, when you ain't laughing, you dead serious about something.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm dead serious. How do you deal with that person who think it's a joke? They think, fat meat ain't greasy at this
Right.
point.
You gotta keep it around you. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep those elements around you. You know what I'm saying? And not in a negative way, but just in a firm way to let people know that this is not a game.
Mhm.
This is not a game. This is big business. This is big business. You walk up on TD Jakes and you're gonna find out.
Mm.
You're going to find out. They are armed and dangerous.
Right.
People around him. You know what I'm saying? And they will hit you up several times for doing that. You know what I'm saying? So they have to know that I'm protected. I'm like, Brother Jay, I don't know if y'all know about airtime, but this is protected. You know what I'm saying? But by the God. You know what I'm saying? I'm protected, man. I'm so well protected and well connected, man. I ain't got 7,500 followers for nothing. I mean, people that I'm following for nothing. A lot of those people are people that don't play about Jazze Faye. There's a lot of people that don't play about them. And then once I meet people, it's like that. I can meet you in the club one night, buy you a drink, da 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 da, and immediately it's the connection. It's not just the drink or nothing like that, but it's the engagement and the conversation that happens. They ready to go because they recognize the kindred spirit. They met it at their family reunion. They met it in their local, neighborhoods or whatever. It's a kindred spirit. When they see Willie D, you could drop down anywhere and probably not even know a stranger because they recognize that spirit. When they feel that spirit, then it's cool. Everything is all good.
Everything's out. You got sisters and brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many?
I got 2 brothers and 1 sister.
Are you the only one that's into the music, like on the
Yeah.
level that you're on?
Yeah. My big brother was into it, but he just, he doing his thing.
Do they have any like animosity about you being the star of the family? Like, but you got your dad also.
They
But
got a time, it might have been some where one of them, I ain't gonna point nobody out. They be know who they are. But man, it's always love, man. It's always love, and I'm always here. We got past those points, I believe, but man, I'm like, God gonna have to do his work inside of you, you know what I'm saying? And I can give people what, I can give you everything, but I can't give you the world. And I can't give you an opportunity that you're not willing to live for. If you're not willing to live for it and be about it, then this is big business. Like I said, this is business. A lot of people want to get in this game and play. You know what I'm saying? So it's not playtime. It's very serious.
how long have you known that you wanted to do this?
All my life.
Yeah.
Ever since I could figure it out. It wasn't like, I want to be like my daddy. You know what I'm saying? When I was born, he was in the barcade. You know what I'm saying?
You went to the shows early on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
you grew up in it.
I grew up
So
in it.
you didn't play any sports?
No. I was dope in baseball though. I was really at a young age, but
Well, you played sports then.
I didn't play
You
them.
gonna have some damn baseball
I
players
played in
saying you trying to say,
PE.
well, our thing ain't
I
sports.
played in PE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't organized
I
sports.
was slap. I used to slap that ball though, boy. I could hit.
Yeah.
I was dope. I could have been good if I wanted to do it, but I was just in the music, man. I was in the music. I was in the hip hop. I was in the breakdancing. I did graffiti. I was in the hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy.
How'd you and Luda start working together?
Luda. Man, I've been knowing Luda since Chris Lover and Poon Daddy. You know what I'm saying? So I've been knowing him since radio. So I was doing radio. Right. I would come and interview with him. Luda interviewed me before. Mm-hmm. So, you know, when Poon came to me, Poon was showing me Luda's schedule. He said, "Hey man, you know, he had the Fat Rabbit out, I think, at the time, and he had a couple of songs with Timberland. So he showed me the schedule. He said, "Hey man, we're trying to do a song with Nate Dogg, and we need a record. And I don't know about that beat that I heard when he walked in here, but that shit was hard." He said, "He got his schedule right here." So I'm looking at his schedule. I'm like, damn, I'm like, so Luda's on fire. He hot like this? He's like, yeah. He said, "Man, you doing this?" Well, I looked at it. I said, "I bet he got holes in every one of these area codes." He said, "What?" I was like, he said, "That's it." Yeah. He said, "Hey, play that beat. Play the beat that you had here." And I played the beat. He said, No, that ain't the one. Go back. I went to the other beat. He was like, "Nigga, that's it." Because, you know, they had a thing where on every album, every project he was doing, he was talking about hoes. She's a hoe. Hoes, she's a hoe. Or who let these hoes in my room? Mm-hmm. So now he wanted hoes in different area codes. So he's like.
So all that time, I thought Nate Dogg came up with that hook.
Well, here's a good story, because Nate Dogg was like, "Hey, man, you know, I love the hook," you know what I'm saying? I don't even think he said he loved it. He was just like, "Yeah, I'm going to do it." You know what I'm saying? But he wanted to write something on there. So that's why he came with the "whatever it is, they love it, and they just won't let me be. It's down to my biz." He was like, because Luda was going to do another verse. He was like, "Man, listen, I got to write something on this. I want some, you know what I mean? Some skin in the game."
Like, everybody's trying to get his publishing.
Yeah. So that's the reason why, because that was me and Poon and Chris writing that hook. I was in different area codes. I came up with the title, of course, but
I got hope.
Yep. That's Luda. I got hope. Yeah.
That's Luda singing that?
No. He came up with that.
Okay. Yeah.
Because every time you around vibing, he say, "I got hoes." Yeah. Like a quartet. He'd be like, "I got hoes."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a legendary. If you look at that video, 2 Chainz is driving the baggage car. Mm-hmm. 2 Chainz got on, he got a visor on upside down. You know, he used to wear the visors upside down. Right. So 2 Chainz got his leg up and he's driving up the thing, and they show him driving past. And that 2 Chainz is on that video.
Yeah. Iconic, man. Iconic.
Yeah. Titty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something else is iconic was your relationship with Mary J. Blige. Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So Mary, when you started working with Mary, was she already hot? She was already hot.
A legend.
Yeah, she was already hot. But what I'm trying to get to is that, how was her energy when you went into the studio with her? Did you feel any type of intimidation? At this point,
no.
you own also. Yeah. So you didn't feel any. You felt like it was.
I mean, once you deal with certain people, it's like Mary's like auntie. You know what I'm saying? Mary like that fly ass auntie. You know, when she get to the house, you know, before she come to the door, you know, you can hear her jewelry. Click, 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 you know what I'm saying? And all of that. Mary come in, and then you smell her. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Before you see her, or you might hear her. You know what I'm saying? If she's talking, she smells like money. You know what I'm saying? She just smelled like a carload of money. Like, Lord have mercy, she smelled good. You were like, "Man, what is that?" You know what I mean? So you hear her and then you smell her. She comes in and she's like, "Man, I want some barbecue." She wanted some barbecue. Mm-hmm. So I think Chris Hicks, his wife was sitting down, me, Tricky Stewart, and The Dream. We were having a meeting with Mary about her album. So we was just talking about album's Growing Pains and we talking about it. She was still with her husband, Kendu, at the time. And we were all in the meeting. Meeting was adjourned. It was done. But we had the meeting in the studio.
In what city?
Here in Atlanta. So I'm at Tricky Studio, and at the time I was working at Tricky Studio. So I'm in Tricky's room, but me and him would work together, and he had my sounds loaded up on his MPC. So I'm tapping on the sounds, just kind of tapping on the sounds. Everybody walks in the hall. Tricky, Dream, everybody walks in the hallway. So her and my boy Chris Hicks' wife was sitting over there having a conversation. They were just talking, and she said, "So this where y'all be making beats and stuff?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "She's like, well, they don't never let me in there when they're making beats." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, Puffy, like when he comes, he really had a song, or he had a beat, he had a track ready, or Chucky, rest in peace of Chucky Thompson. Chucky Thompson, you're gonna have a beat ready, and they hear it, they play it on the phone or something like that, and then I'd be like, yeah, that's it." She said, "But they'll never make it from the beginning." I was like, "What? Don't make no beats right in front of you?" I spun around in my chair, and the first thing I thought of was, "Your love deserves an encore." So that's why you got the beat. Right?
Yeah.
So I did it. Boom, bap, boom, bap, boom. Bap. She said, "I love that." She said, "But that sounds like Cheryl Lynn." I said, "It kind of is." She's like, "I don't want no sample." She was like, I said, "Okay." So I took the bongo, I took the toms out, and I said, "Boo, cat, boo, cat, boo, boo, cat." Put the hand clap in the place of it. Same rhythm.
Right.
She said, "Off the drums." She said, "That's my single." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, speed it up a little bit."
Yeah,
Speed it up a little bit. Boo, cat, boo, cat, boo, boo, cat. I said, "Can't do." She said, "That's her single." She said, "She be knowing." That nigga Tricky came in there with his glasses like this. He said, "What is that?" He said, "Y'all doing something? What y'all doing?" He can't walk back in the room. Boom. He said, "Boom, doo, doo, and before that, I said, "So, Mary, so what you want?" I stopped the beat. I said, "What you want people to know?" She said, "I want people to know that I'm not sitting in my house singing Not Gonna Cry, sitting in my $10 million house singing I'm Not Gonna Cry." I was like, "Oh yeah?" I said, "What you want to know?" She said, "I want to know I'm just fine."
Boom. Just fine.
Trick was like, a Dream came in there. He said, "What we doing? What we doing?" He knew. He could feel it. He was out in the hall. He said, "What we doing? What we doing?" I said, "Talk to Mary." He said, "I told you." She told, "What is that?" So he just fine. Said, "Cool Corral." Cool Corral's the engineer and cousin of Tricky Stewart, by the way. So Kook, Rihanna, all of them don't do nothing without Kook in the building. She's like, "Kook, give me a track." He walks in the booth just off the beat and the bass line. That nigga just start going, "Fine, fine, fine, fine." You know, he repeat shit. That nigga just start going, "Fine, fine." Look, over. After that, shit just turned to a blur. I was like, it's over. I would change my life. Fine, 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 fine. Woo!
Yeah.
That's the fizzle excitement. Woo!
Yeah, that was big. Man, so now I'm sitting up here listening to you, man, and I'm vibing with the excitement. I gotta come in this damn studio, man, and watch you work, man. I gotta just come in. Are you going to the studio tonight? Man, I'm going to the studio with y'all.
I'm going.
I'm going in. I gotta watch you work, man.
Come on.
I like that energy, man.
Come on, man.
I like that energy.
Come on.
I don't think I've ever been in the studio with anybody with that much energy.
Man, listen, bro. Let me tell you something, man. Something about
what he said pimp, but pimp is like
pimp. Oh yeah, pimp.
But pimp, no, pimp is
Pimp is a little more serious to me.
But he's more reserved. Pimp is more like
yeah.
Shit, Willie D, man, that's live right there, man. Yeah. Shit, let me put some more. You want me to put some more drums on it? Watch this shit right here, man.
I'm dancing. I'm gonna be up.
You like that shit?
You know what I'm doing the whole time, though, Willie?
Yeah.
Selling.
Yeah.
I'm selling it.
Yeah.
I'm selling. I'm a nigga with the goddamn. Hey, when you come on the block, I let you know you already got that one of these, like, let you know they got work.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Hey, that nigga driving by, I'm like, yeah.
But you know, but here go the thing, though. But a lot of dudes try to sell it, right? But but
I never tried.
But ain't nobody.
I've never tried. I've never tried. Somebody had to tell me what I was doing.
Right.
So I'm here now.
Right.
Telling you that I'm selling because you know who told me the best? David Banner. David Banner came in and he used to come in and watch me. And he said, nigga, do you know that that's amazing? I was like, what you mean? He's like, man, the way you sell. He said, you don't remember? Because I had somebody walk in with a bag and then he was like, they went to the restaurant. He said, man, that nigga finna give you that whole bag. Really? So yeah. He said, man, you know what? And he came back in and said, I was going to get 3 tracks, but I think I was going to get 1 track, but I think we'll get 3.
Yeah.
And that's my Atlanta trip. When you going out tonight.
When you doing it like that, why not get 3? Why not get 10?
Because excitement. Yeah, man. Come and get this excitement, man. Come and get this experience.
Yeah.
People come for an experience. When they come to a show.
Jazze Faye experience.
Oh boy.
Huh?
Experience. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Was it an experience? Yes, it was. Did you enjoy yourself? You know what I'm saying? Just like you were saying at a tiny party the other night. I was like, hey boy, they got on that dance floor when they heard my voice. Mm-hmm. The dance floor was almost empty. I was like, man, hey boy, listen. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all need to get on the damn dance floor. I know this lady is paying all this money for this dance floor for y'all to stand over there. Turn up. Get around a birthday girl.
Sometimes people be in there, man, they be wanting to do something, get down, man.
They
but
need
they
to be told what to do.
Yeah, right.
They need to know it's okay.
Direction.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay. Come on.
Right. I only take one person to get the party jumping.
Come on, man. Man. Rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop. I seen him do it so many times.
Yeah. Hey, man, what's a song? You've had a lot of songs that sold. You have a lot of great success with your music. What's that one song that you thought was super, super dope and somebody slept on it? You couldn't sell it as fast as you thought you could, but then you actually got it sold and it went on to do great things.
Went on, got it sold.
It's that song that you knew was jamming like a fool, but they slept on it at first.
I don't know. That's a good question. Slept on it. Maybe Come Over. Aaliyah. Can I come over? Come over. Now, the thing about it was, rest in peace, Aaliyah, man. I got to touch my heart. But the record was released. Not cut close. Changing Faces. It was on a movie soundtrack with Changing Faces. And I think it was on a project too, but it didn't do anything. And I was with Blackground at the time. That's the reason why I was working with Aaliyah. Aaliyah was on the outs with Timbaland. Well, not Aaliyah, but Blackground was on the outs with Timbaland and Missy. So they kind of they weren't working with Aaliyah at the time because they had issues with Blackground. They didn't have no issues with Aaliyah. They just had issues with Blackground at the time. I think they kind of, had differences. And I was there. Me, Noontime. Me, myself, John T. Austin, Teddy Bishop, Brian Michael Cox. All of us were there to, make the music. So I did the record with them. And Aaliyah had got the other record that we did was I Don't Wanna. I don't wanna be without you, I don't wanna live. So that record, we ended up putting that record out. She, in her budget, couldn't handle the second record. Well, we was like, we don't get a record to her. But it was like, are we going to close the album out? But they put the record out. So later on, they didn't end up putting it out until she passed away. They went and licensed the record. I said, what about the record that they had with Changing Faces? She recorded that record. They was like, we don't have that record. I was like, I do. They put it out in this big record, huge record. He slept on the record.
Where were you when you heard about Aaliyah's death?
I was at the Westin Hotel, which was, I think it was the Sofitel back at by Lennox. I had a room there. Somebody had got me a room there because I was acting like I was from out of town. But I always do that. So I could be a home away from home, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got rooms over here. They'll give me one. Yeah, so I was there, man, and I saw it on TV and it was surreal, you know what I'm saying? Because they were showing the Rock the Boat video footage behind the scenes because they were recording that video at the time.
Right.
And I think that they did like something with BET or something like that, and they were showing that footage. And I was like, what's going on? What is this? Like, what is this? And they just, it's one of the things, man. I just had to get down and pray, boy. That was hard. Because, you know, I had gotten close with the family, you know, Miss Harden, Joe Mo, and all of everybody, man, crushed, man. That was a family, because you got to understand that was a family business. Black Ground was family. That was all her uncles and everybody, cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the uncle.
I was signed to Black Ground.
So is it
with Tank and
uncle,
everybody?
What's the uncle name that managed?
Barry.
Barry
Hankerson.
Is he's still around, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's here in Georgia.
Yeah. So I remember there was some type of controversy about him having $100 million policy on Aaliyah. Did you hear anything about that?
I heard about it, but I mean, I don't know the facts.
Yeah. Call him. I need to ask him about this shit, man.
Okay.
No, right now.
Call him right now?
Yeah.
Boy, store.
No, that's what
yeah, hey, that's an OG right there, boy. Hey, you know, that's like calling an old man. You know, he going to answer, first of all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you know, you might not want to know the answer to that question.
Yeah.
He said, nigga, you got me on a podcast or something? That's the first thing he gonna say.
Yeah.
First word he gonna say is nigga.
Earlier we was talking about, you know, how many, of our contemporaries are just dropping dead, man. They falling off. What are you doing to make sure that you don't end up being, one of those people that just fall off? You know, like we have, we know you stand out of the way as far as like, what the danger's over here. But what are you doing as far as health-wise to make sure that you don't get caught up, and it's collateral damage with what's going on with our contemporaries?
I'm doing a lot better. I just recently got back to walking and eating my watermelon, and you know what I'm saying? Just getting up and exercising, keeping it moving. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Staying in motion.
Yeah. I just got dang twisted my ankle, so, it slowed me down a little bit, but I'm still moving.
Right. Yeah, that's important. Yeah, well, every time you look up, man, you see something that happened. And what I'm seeing is that a lot of it is preventable. I know every time I see something happen, man, I gotta go, man, right to the track. Oh, he died of what? I get up and go run, get on the track. I start eating a little bit better. I'm doing it. It's like, cause man, it's like people are really like checking out of here too early.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So with the Frost? It's called Frost what?
Frost Originals.
Frost Originals.
Yeah.
So with Frost Originals, you're gonna drop that when?
It's already out. It's probably about 95 stores.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Frost Originals is out. And then you said
but it was under different distribution. We're about to switch up the distribution, but it's already popping.
And you say
you can pull it up on Instagram as well. Frost Originals.
Frost Originals.
Yep.
Pull it up now.
Yeah.
So you're doing Frost Originals, and then after Frost Originals, you said you're gonna put out another line.
Alexander Berg. Yes, sir.
Frost Originals.
And I got my glasses. Dang, did I bring my glasses with me? I ain't got them in there.
Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Frost Originals. I'm
Yep.
following, man. That's good. I like to see.
Soulja Boy rocks it. LL Cool J, Paul Pierce. A lot of people rocking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have been wearing it today. I wore. Man, I ain't had no new pieces. I've been rocking them. I've been putting them on screen, boy.
Yeah.
I gotta have some new pieces.
Yeah. I know you was the first one to believe in yourself, but who was the first person besides you to believe in you?
The first person besides me?
Besides you to believe in your craft?
My mama.
Your mom.
I think besides her, my dad, he believed. But far as with some power to really put me out there was a guy by the name of Terry Starks.
Terry Starks.
Outside of my family, you know what I'm saying?
And
of course, they gonna believe me. But
and who was Terry Starks?
Terry Starks was a guy who he had a record company called Mega Jam Records.
Mega Jam Records.
Mega Jam Records out of Memphis, Tennessee. He a little independent company. You know, he was a street hustler. You know, now he's a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the players ain't far from the pulpit. You know what I mean?
Huh.
So, you know.
The players ain't far from the pulpit.
You like that without? Hey, that's the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Players
So
ain't far from the pulpit.
they ain't far. It's big game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's big business over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like he took a real, he was out there and he took a real liking to Penny Hardaway.
Yeah.
You know, and him and Penny was like, you know, I don't know you if you remember when Penny was like before he got drafted. I don't know if you remember that. He went to Treadwell High School in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
And Spike Lee was flying to the games back then. I was like, man, that's Spike Lee. You know what I'm saying? Spike Lee was new at the time. So, you know, he used to fly in and watch that man play. And it would be standing room only to watch Penny play, man. He was amazing. Yeah. So Terry was behind him at the time, and you know, a lot of people didn't want Terry around because they knew he was a street dude, but he would really take care of Penny's grandmother before she passed, rest of her soul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he was really like one of those guys like taking care of the dude, like, you know, making sure he, you know, he do the right thing, you know what I mean, get in no trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
He was that guy. He was that kind of guy.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
Yep. He gave me a studio to work in where I learned how to work MPC and put the kind of staff around me that was nobody in troublesome, no kind of drugs around, no kind of none of that. Always make sure everything around us was clean, everything was right.
When there's no fanfare, when there is no music playing, when there is just you and your quiet thoughts, what's going through your mind?
What's next? What's next for you? What's for me? What am I gonna do to permeate my being and you know, on this earth? You know what I'm saying? And to lock my kids in for life. Make sure that they're good for life. They're gonna be good for life, but you know what I'm saying? Not just far as financially, but you know, just safe and sound, just mentally healthy and you know, that type of vibe. You know what I mean? I really it's about them at this point. I got a son as well. I got a son and a daughter. I got a daughter that's 18 years old. My son is 27. So, you know, it's all about them at this point.
And what do they get into?
My son is like a CPA at a firm. My daughter is a esthetician, and she's in the clothing business as well. She's doing this as well. So she's coming in under us.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's dope. Keep the family business going.
Yep. It's called Tomorrow with a 2 and Morrow.
Right. Now, what's the significance of it, of the name? Is that
It's the next. It's the next generation.
yeah?
It's the next generation. It ain't the generation of today, but of tomorrow.
There you go.
You know, it's what's next. Yeah. You might not understand it right now, but you will tomorrow.
Right.
You're gonna learn today, but tomorrow you're gonna know.
Yeah. And some tells me, even though with all of your body of work, with all of the great successes that you've had, Jazze Faye is still next.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love that. Thanks, Willie, man, because you know, it's a lot that goes into being, you know, waking up and being who everybody wants you to be. But one thing about it is, you know, when you see people like yourself, you know what I mean? We listen to the Ghetto Boys. My boy, shout out to my boy Akafool, because I had to say shout out to Akafool. I don't know if you know who Akafool was. Did you ever meet him?
Act a fool, but
I'm sure he probably reached out trying to meet
familiar.
you, because he's one of your biggest fans. And he used to live with me. He was like my little brother, and he didn't have nowhere to go, but he was so talented. And he used to dance with me. He was my only dancer at one time. Then I had two dancers here like everybody else, because I was an artist. Right. So Act a Fool, I'm going to paint the picture because you know exactly who he is. Remember No Bones, they used to dance with MC Hammer? Mm-hmm. With the big hair? Mm-hmm. When they did the Get Buck, Get Buck, Get Buck, Get Buck, mm-hmm. That was some Memphis shit.
Right.
Act a Fool brought that to Hammer. Okay. Act a Fool was the other little light-skinned boy with the polka dots in his hair. He had polka dots in his hair. Now, when you go back and look at the video, then you'll see him. He's like a little real high yellow little kid, about this damn tall. Right. But he would dance, man. He was the dopest hip-hop dancer in the world at the time. He also had danced with Keith Sweat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But, yeah, I put him out there and he just went. But he made me get into Willie D. Mm. He like, boy, I'm gonna make you read these Nikes. I'm like, man, he's like, hey, boy, hey, he got me into Willie D at an early age. Yeah.
So where is he now?
I think he's somewhere in California. I'm not sure.
Call him right now.
Boy, you crazy?
I'm for real.
I don't have his number.
Oh, you ain't got his number. Okay, all right.
I wish I could.
When you get his number, call him.
I promise
call him and put me on the phone.
I promise I am, bro.
I like that.
You know what? I'm glad we sat down, because that made me want to connect with that boy. Because I thought about it before and I didn't catch up with him. Yeah. But and Keith Sweat knew somebody who was connected with him, and then something happened to that number. I don't know what happened to that number, but I'm gonna find him. Probably on Facebook or something. I'll find him.
Find him, man, and I'm absolutely glad and honored that we found you, man.
Yeah, man.
We found you, bro.
Hey, man. Hey. Yeah. I'm here, man. Anytime you need me, man.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great, incomparable, flavorful,
yes,
joyous,
ladies and gentlemen,
Jazze Faye.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jazze Fenzel Burgundy. Obama Luther King Jr. Jazze filed it first, you dig? Fenzel Burgundy, man, you know what I mean? Yeah. Willie D.
No more talk.
Oh, boy.
All right.